Hi, this is John Johnson, Senior Instructional Designer for the Theris Group, and welcome to this short overview for the Uninet Expense Entry System. As of Thursday, November 6th, the Uninet system will replace the current expanded system. This means that all employees will need to enter their expenses for the current pay period, November 2nd through the 8th, into the Uninet system. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the basics of expense entry, as well as point out some of the new features of the system. So let's get started. You can access the expense reports either from your home screen or from the expense screen, and that is what you're looking at right now. You will see a list of your active expense reports on there, and we will create a new one by clicking on the Create Expense Report link. Now, you will see fields for purpose and location. You do not need to enter anything into those, but you do want to pay attention to the project menu. Now, if you have both billable and administrative items, you'll note that there is a project code and also an administrative time project in there. And you'll want to create a separate expense report for each type of item. Administrative projects are used only for non-billable expenses, such as cell phones or other miscellaneous items. If you are unsure if an expense is billable or not, please contact the corporate office and they will assist you. Well, I'm going to create an expense report for my billable item, so I will create that, click Save, and then click on the details, and it takes me into the place where I can actually enter my expenses. We're going to enter in a couple of example expenses to give you an idea of how this is done. First, you want to enter in for the date. So if you're doing it on the week, you want to make sure you're using or entering it for the proper date. You can select the calendar. You can also just click and type in there. You type the date. For the expense type, you will drop that open and select the appropriate one. I'm going to use mileage. Okay. In the mileage, you want to make sure that you also include a to and a from location, and you do not use any other currency. You want to keep your amount standard US dollars. So I'll enter that. We'll enter my, it's blocking my, enter the amount. I had my pop-up blocker on. Check that for yours because it may block yours as well. But you'll notice this is where it wants me to enter a to and a from location. So from home, and of course you want to be more specific, and that would be, I'm going to just put in client, but you would add the specific locations and the total mileage that you're charging. And here you do not need to make any adjustments. It will automatically calculate that out for you. Click Save, and that gives you your mileage entry. When you need to add a new expense, you just click on your Add Row button, and it will add that for you. And it keeps the same data as before. If you need to change it, again, you can type it in or click the calendar. For your per diem, it's easy to use the wizard. And you need to select your per diem. Make sure that you use the right per diem, which is either full or partial. I'll select the full, and then I'll use the wizard. Okay, so now it provides you with a nice reminder here of what your per diem threshold is up in red, so you make sure you have the right amount in there, and it's 51. And then you want to make sure that you also, if you have receipts, you can attach or click that so that you have receipts to show for that, and then click Save. Now here's a nice feature of this system. If you will have a per diem for every day of the week, you don't need to keep repeating that. You can simply click the copy row, and it's going to duplicate exactly what you had previously. So here, same amount, and then all I need to do is adjust the day, and I can keep repeating all the way down and complete my days for that. Okay. A nice feature of this system. Oh, is also the ability to attach receipts, and you do that by using this attach button at the bottom. When you're going to attach receipts, you're going to want to make sure that the receipts are available on your computer. You've got them scanned in, etc. They can be in any format, picture format. You can scan them into a PDF, etc. It will accept all of those. So you locate it. I'm just going to pick a file here and choose it. Put that on, and it will add it in, and then you can click save, and it'll save it on your expense report. So that's very handy. The preferred method is not to attach a single image or document for every receipt, but to actually combine them all into one document if possible. So you can do that if you scan them in. Just create a single PDF. One other item in expenses to make you aware of. We're going to add a new row, and that will allow us to enter an expense for lodging. Now, when you're entering a lodging expense, you want to include the date range for your lodging in the comment section, and this is actually required. It will need to be in a particular format, and that is to use a 2-digit month, 2-digit day, and a 2-digit year. So let me fix this here. 04 dash between those, and then again 2-digit month, 2-digit day, and a 2-digit year. The reason that we ask for this particular format is because the dates are going to transfer directly over to the invoices. So if you follow this format, the dates will appear very consistent on the invoice, and they'll be very easy to read for the clients. As before, you should submit your expense reports every week. You will still be reimbursed every 2 weeks, as is the current system. And that covers expense entry in Uninet. If you have any questions about expenses, you can refer to the Uninet Help menu, which you can find in the upper right corner, or you can refer to the user manual that will be distributed along with this training. If you still can't find the answer, please contact your time approver first, and they will assist you in getting your questions answered. Thank you for watching this video, and have a great week.